Now, when it comes to a captain and their right hand, they're usually put on equal footing by the narrator, by other characters. So there are a lot of people that think that because Zoro was able to do this to Kaido, he wants to be the world's greatest swordsman, eventually he'd have to be at a level that's equivalent to Luffy, or at least close by it. However, I don't think so, and I don't think Mihawk would agree either. Because even though he's the current world's greatest swordsman, he can admit that, oh, you trying to be Pirate King? That's a more perilous journey than trying to be me. Zoro's dream by proxy is easier to accomplish than Luffy's dream because he has less competition. Somebody already exists that has the title that you're looking for, and all you really have to do is travel the world and get strong enough to beat him one day. That's it. But if you want to be Pirate King, you're fighting against the world government, you're fighting against the actual Yonko of the Sea. Not just him, but literally every emperor. So simple mathematics should tell you that trying to become Pirate King needs you to be way stronger than you becoming the world's greatest swordsman. If you're trying to be world's greatest swordsman, the only person that'd be on this list on your radar would probably be Shanks. After you beat him and got whatever title you wanted, you can just go coast and no one else really bother you because no one else cares. Now you want Pirate King title, you got to take down Shanks, Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard. Or depending on the era you born in, Luffy, Blackbeard, Shanks, and Buggy/Mihawk. Doing that is infinitely harder than just having to beat only Mihawk or only Shanks. And I say all that because even after Zoro becomes the world's greatest swordsman, he is still going to pale in comparison to Luffy. He's a sun god after all. That's why despite the fact that King is a Lunarian and as strong as he is, CP0 was like, oh, even though he lost, it really don't matter so long as Big Mom and Kaido are still standing. They understood that Kaido's wings are incredibly powerful, but even if they get defeated, so long as the captain is still standing, y'all are still on the back foot. And honestly, with the feats that we started seeing Luffy use when he was using Gear 5 for the first time, I can only imagine what he ends up doing later down the line. Like, Zoro and Sanji are going to keep getting stronger from this point forward. Best believe, but the bell curve for Luffy is dang near a 90-degree angle. Like, it's not headcanon anymore. Luffy is standing in the ring actively with people like them and going back and forth for a very long time. Even if he doesn't win right now because of stamina issues. So all in all, yeah, I'll say end of series, Zoro and Sanji would probably be more relative to one another. Though Sanji in particular has a lot of extra work to do if he ever wants to catch up to, world's greatest swordsman. At least to, make it believable for the reader as to why he is standing next to him. But Luffy is going to be busy dealing with people like this and making clashes like that. It's like, they're not even going to be close. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure Zoro and Sanji will still be able to threaten damage on people in that tier the same way they did versus Kaido, or Zoro did. But if we're talking like beating those types of people, being on par with Luffy, that's not happening.